Friends Reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. Here's the deal. First of all, it wasn't good. Thank you.
You're right.
It wasn't. It was very disappointing.
I was going to say it was good, not great.
It was fine. How about that?
How about a 6.5 or a 7?
A lot of filler.
Not a lot of meat.
A lot of filler.
it was silly when you didn't need the silliness. I wanted to hear stories.
There were no moments of a long 2 minutes unbroken one person talking. It was so chopped up.
Yep.
Yeah, it was bad. The only person that I recall telling a decent story was
Matthew
LeBlanc.
Perry. Matthew Perry, right.
No, LeBlanc. Yeah.
What of a block? I can't say. Let me try it again. Matthew Perry. Yeah, we said it. Matt LeBlanc. Yes. Who always seemed crabby in interviews before. And he was lovely.
Great. He was delightful.
Yes.
He was really sweet. And I didn't hear any other stories from anybody about how they got the gig. I guess they told it a little bit in the storytelling, but it wasn't coming directly from the cast members.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would have loved, they did a good job of describing how each character was cast and what they were doing at the time.
And I didn't know David Schwimmer was cast first.
Yep. Right.
That's interesting to me.
But like you said, Donna, it would have been nice to hear hey, I'm sitting there thinking this and this is going on, and who, their perspective on that would have been a little bit.
Yeah. I enjoyed hearing from the writers on the development of the characters. Cool. That was cool. But there was I'm sorry, if you're going to get paid $2.5 million, I would have expected that they gave a little more.
Yeah, for the reunion.
$2.5 million each?
Yep. Between 2.5 and 3 per person for the reunion special. Now, how does that compare to what they were taking home season 1 of Friends in 94?
Great question. $540,000 they made for the entire first season.
Total.
Oh, it's such a good
total.
season.
I forgot about a lot of those episodes.
Oh, the first season is so great.
Pivot. When they started out, they were making $22,500 per episode. There were 24 episodes, which means they each got about $540,000. But yeah, that was disappointing. I would too. Why did we need Bieber? Why did we need Cindy Crawford?
We didn't need that fashion show.
It's so dumb.
And then everybody going back, and I get it. The world part of it, everybody's like, oh, the influence that Friends had on the world, it was great. We know that it was huge across the globe, but I don't care what one average person felt about it. We all had those same feelings. We all felt like they were our friends.
Put that in a documentary.
Yes. It's like you're telling me stuff that we as the fans already know. We want to know what these guys were doing behind the scenes.
By the way, Matthew Perry has ended his engagement.
I saw this.
I was just checking out his Instagram last week after the teaser came out and everybody was concerned about his health and well-being. Sounded like he might be slurring some things. And then I saw this lassie and I thought, who is she? Oh, they look happy. And now they're not happy.
I guess not. I mean, that age difference is pretty significant,
Yeah, well, hey, listen.
29, 51. I mean, I get it if it's 45 and 64.
But when it's later in life.
Yeah, she just looks so young. Creeps me out a little bit. And remember, he was on that dating app
with that 19-year-old when she was 19 or something, or called him out for
which I think is very rude.
Yeah, she brought out his private conversations and made them public. Very wrong.
Video.
Yes.
Of that. I just wonder if that has something to do with it.
Listen, real quick, I'm on Matthew Perry's Instagram. First of all, 7.8 million followers. He
Pretty
has.
good.
And here's his last post. He's there in a sweatshirt next to a woman, and it says, ready for the long weekend and an even longer bath.
Ew.
After a week like this, I know my team is. Shop the entire collection and let the relaxation begin. That's a really poorly constructed Instagram.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Is he selling bath toys or what is he?
He sells shirts could I be any more vaccinated?
Oh, he doesn't. He needs that. That money goes to someplace special, right? To charity?
I don't know.
He's got $20 million a year from just the show. He's selling T-shirts.
I don't know.
Steve and I went back and looked at an interview. Was it an interview with him? Yeah.
Yeah.
An interview from 2016. And he was slurring back then.
He was.
It must be just a speech thing.
He had a
impediment.
different speech pattern when he was promoting the show The Odd Couple at the time, which was on CBS. And at one point during its brief run, I think only 3 or 4 years, was the number one comedy on television, 11.5 million viewers. But yes, he was in that. When I would watch that show, I thought, boy, his voice sounds so different.
Well, he's got different teeth now.
Maybe that's it.
He put those big chiclets in that you get when you get older, like because if you remember from Friendly,
Word.
What does that mean?
well, like those, I don't know, not dentures, but he's got probably the real deal in there. But if you remember from Friends, he used to have a really small set of teeth. I'm weird that I know this, but if you look at him now, look at Friends' first season and a smile, very different. And sometimes, when they put those teeth in and they're too big, you get a little bit of this going on.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what it
So
is.
what's going on now? See?
This is why I hate having Steve in the
No, I'm
studio.
happy to be here.
I
I'm
really
on
don't like having you here.
I have pushed for this forever. And then you two little wieners, every time I'm not here, like, Steve, when are you coming back? And I tell you this all the time, Donna, you don't want me here.
No, you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
At one point we were prepping and then she said, okay, can you go find Grant or something? I just want to be in here. I just want to be in here.
Well,
By the way,
because Steve is notorious for derailing progress, even though you say that
Also
I
known-
am atrophy.
she is atrophy. I am growth. What she sees as derailed progress, I see as an effervescent, bubbling, creative environment where great ideas spring forth to life. She's the lady, though, that over prunes her bushes. Then you never see the full growth of them. But they're tidy, darn it.
Hey, you guys, thanks for watching our hilarious video.
Hey, if you would do us a favor, just real quick, just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we will babysit your kids.